packing up my shirts, so they're all being retired. So Lakshmi's helping me fold these up, put them in a suitcase, and then they're gonna go to storage to live happily ever after.
I was like, why? They're like, for your pills. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm just going to take your pills. Oh, that's cool. Cool. Let's see if that, I'll tighten that up for you.
It's a little bit like clang.
Hold that for a second.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so for those of you who can't see us, we're sitting, well, Shantell's sitting at a drum set and I am standing here, I'm hovering the microphone. I'm gonna give you sticks.
I've got a couple of drumsticks now.
So let's talk about your musical career.
What I've realised is that, okay, so music seems like this giant leap from me as a visual artist, and coming back to drawing as well, you know, like, I said it was hard for me to start drawing because of that sense of like you don't deserve to do it. And with music, it was like, well, why should I try and be a musician? Because there's so many musicians out there who are actually trained to do that. And then I realized, like, oh, music is the same as drawing, you know. And for example, I love playing the piano or keyboard. It's the same. So with drawing, you approach it with extreme confidence, without hesitation, and with rhythm and with repetition, and it will sound like you, it will look like you, it will sound like you, it will look like you, it will sound like you, it will look like you. Don't be scared to draw, don't be scared to create, don't be scared to make, don't get scared, don't get scared, don't get scared, don't get scared, just make a line, make a line, make a line that looks like you, make a line, make a line, make a line that sounds like you, that feels like you, that is you. Okay, so I'm in Mindy's practice space. Mindy, what have we been up to?
Well, I was interviewing you for my new podcast.
Cool. What's the podcast about?
The podcast is about change makers, and it's called The Beat and the Pulse, and its tagline is music, media, and feminism, but it's about people who make big things happen through their art and their music and their passions.
And you've already made big things happen with Tom Tom magazine. And what's Tom Tom magazine?
Tom Tom magazine is a magazine about people like me who identify as female or gender non-binary and play the drums. So yeah, it's a magazine about drummers, and we focus on gender because I feel like and felt like there was a really poor representation of girl drummers out there.
And so the podcast that we just did, where can we hear that or listen to that?
Tidal, which is a music streaming platform that belongs to Beyonce and Jay-Z.
Cool. And what's it called again, the podcast series?
The Beat and the Pulse.
The Beat and the Pulse. All right, let's play some drums. So I've got a delivery. I think I have an idea where this is from. So you remember, I think maybe in my second vlog, I went to the school to chat to the kids. When I'm drawing, it doesn't matter if I'm drawing on a wall, or if I'm drawing on a shirt, or if I'm drawing on your face. And they said that they sent something my way after, so let's see what we've got. Whoa. Okay, thank you cards for Shantell Martin from second graders at Spruce Street School, PS 397. Thank you so much for coming to visit us. We loved having you and learned so much. Okay, whoa. We got some serious thank you cards here. Let's see what we got. Dear Shantell Martin, how are you? Thank you for coming to our class, and thank you for showing us your work. Oh wow, so that's really cool. They're like drawing and a card inside. And so there's lots of these. We've got one from Claire, your friend Claire. And Claire, there's some nice drawing there. Okay, great. So I'm gonna probably go get a cup of tea and then come back and read through all these thank you cards. So the end of last year, maybe even the beginning of this year, I can't remember, I worked with Google X Labs and we worked on a drawing app called AR Draw, and it's actually going to come out this week. I've just installed it on my phone. For some reason they've called it Just Align. I think AR Draw is much better. But basically, I don't know if you can see, but it allows me to draw augmentedly, so in AR. So you see that line's there now? We just drew that line. So let me just start drawing. And then you can also record and draw too. So if I start recording these, it will allow me to play it back later. And then let's zoom out. Let's see what we've got. These lines still exist in this space. And I'll show you some of the drawing that we did in this like massive warehouse in Brooklyn. So I'm going to have some fun with this today. I've drawn on walls, cars, clothes, shoes, people, planes, whatever I can get my hands on. But what about the spaces between these objects? What about the air between these objects? I've never thought about drawing in those places. Drawing with augmented reality, it's allowing me to see and to be able to utilize this space in a way I haven't imagined before. It's more about movement, it's more about interaction, it's more about this idea of freedom and where you want it to take you. When you see the world as your canvas, there's something quite magical about that. I see my drawing everywhere. I see it on walls, I see it on buildings. I've not seen it floating before, I've not seen it in front of my face before, but now I can. Using augmented reality to take that very simple, profound idea of a line and filling up a space, creating new landscapes. And that's a whole new canvas that has just opened up to me.